The blood is already boiling, and the passion continues. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mamba is Back. In the eyes of many people, the NBA is a purely commercial league. Team owners are meticulous in their calculations. Players are like priced commodities, being traded and bought and sold. All decisions seem to revolve around money. Here is more of an involvement of interests between the team and the players. There is a lack of some human touch. Players are fighting for the team today, tomorrow. They may be sent away due to commercial factors, such as salary and team planning. This operation mode, full of the smell of money, makes many fans feel that there are only cold commercial interest relationships here. It is very difficult to see sincere emotions. There was such a game on April 10th, the moment Luka walked out from the visiting team player tunnel, wearing the purple and gold jersey. The air in the American Airlines Center in Dallas seemed to freeze. Many of them instinctively clenched the blue jersey on their chests. The number 77 should have been printed there, but now it is printed on the yellow jersey. The spotlights on the ceiling of the stadium stretched his shadow very long. In a trance, it overlapped with that young and inexperienced Slovenian boy, 5 years ago. At that time, with curious eyes, he touched the floor of the Mavericks for the first time, and the fans cheered with joy for the cornerstone of the team's future building. It's very difficult to describe such a game. The emotions involved are too complex. It's like a grand farewell that Dallas prepared for Luka, and when the stage curtain falls, all the memories of Luka in Dallas stop at this moment. He is one of the best players in the league, who led his team to the finals just last year, returning to the place that selected him and then abandoned him. With tears in his eyes, he will turn a blind eye to the long-lost cheers in the tunnel. He will do his best to score more than 30 points in the first half, giving a magnificent visual feast to those who love and hate him. Luka has left too many amazing and excellent records here, so all the fans in the stadium cheered for him. There is no visiting team today. Everyone shouted MVP, shouting to fire Nico. In the history of the league, there has never been a shortage of scenes where star players return to their former teams for the first time after a trade, but their treatments are all different. Like when LeBron returned to Cleveland for the first time, KD returned to Oklahoma for the first time with a bad reputation. Both encountered a shower of boos when they revisited their old places. However, Pierce in 2017 and Westbrook in 2019 received a wave of welcome from the home fans. The former kneeling down and kissing the Celtics logo has even become a classic scene, and in Luka's first game against Dallas after the trade, it's accompanied by too many complex emotions. Just as Kidd said in the interview, this is an opportunity for fans to get to know him anew. This should be a very touching homecoming game. So what happened in this game? The other protagonist in the story, Davis, as another superstar in the trade, what kind of role did he play? There is no doubt that Davis is easy to be overlooked. As far as today's occasion is concerned, his emotions are not as passionate as Luka's. The relationship between Luka and Dallas is too special. Tears are a proof of remembering the good old days. It also means that he still loves this city. He said that he should look ahead, just like he would cry in LeBron's arms. He has a new team and teammates. Luka's story has no connection with Dallas ever since. When the opening whistle of the first quarter sounded, the horn of the real attack tore apart all the affectionate disguises. In his first offensive play against his former team, Luka used his signature crotch crossover to get past Hardaway. He completed a floater over Powell, who he once fought side by side with. The fans instinctively bounced up from their seats, ready to cheer, but when they realized the color of his jersey, they swallowed their cheers. This sense of tearing runs through the whole game. After he made his 7th three-pointer, suddenly, a huge hand-painted poster was unfurled on the north stand. It was the King of Dallas that the fans rushed to make overnight during last year's playoffs. But after all, magic cannot be imprisoned by hatred. There were 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Luka delivered a no-look pass while being triple-teamed. He assisted Reeves to cut to the basket and score. This scalpel-like pass made the whole arena burst into pained exclamations. Luka dribbled between his legs continuously while facing the double team. He completed a one-legged fadeaway 0.3 seconds before the 24-second violation. The arc of the basketball perfectly replicated the game-winning shot against the Suns last year. During the halftime break, some fans were vigorously tearing the peripherals of Luka's jersey. Some fans were staring blankly at the treasured group photo in their mobile phones. More people were arguing fiercely. If the management had strengthened the team earlier, look at the current lineup. Wouldn't you want to leave if you were in his place? These arguments turned into tangible energy at the start of the second half. In the first half, Luka produced record-level personal statistics. He made 11 out of 16 shots and 6 out of 8 three-pointers. He scored 31 points alone, accounting for half of the team's total score. In the past 30 years of the Lakers' history, only 2 people have had such performances, Kobe Bryant and LeBron. When it came to the second half, the helpless Mavericks began to double-team Luka. This adjustment achieved good results. When there were 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, thanks to Clay's three-pointer, the Mavericks once took the lead in the score. At the critical moment, LeBron took over the game. The Mavericks made a turnover on this play. LeBron received a pass from his teammate in counterattack to the wing. He made a mid-range shot against Davis. In just 5 minutes, LeBron scored 13 points in a row by himself, including assisting his teammates. It helped the Lakers to stabilize the situation smoothly. Before the game, when LeBron talked about the game against the Mavericks, he said that the team would do everything possible to help Luka win this game. But for such a game full of tears, the best ending is naturally for Luka to finish it. And that's exactly what happened. When there were 3.5 minutes left in the game, Luka initiated a breakthrough on the right side. After accelerating to get rid of Christie's defense, he faked a move to draw PJ up. Without rhythm, Luka didn't look at the basket. He threw a Luka magic ball with his backhand. In the next round, Luka used the double screen on the top line and faced the double team on the wing. He made a step-back three-pointer and completely sealed the victory of the game. 45 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. The score tied his season high. This is the Luka magic that Mavericks fans are most familiar with. But this time, the one casting the spell was on the Lakers' side. In the last 1 minute and 35 seconds of the game, Kidd called a timeout and substituted the starting players. Luka walked off the court with his hands raised high and received the cheers from the on-site fans. He bid farewell to the people he was most familiar with an almost perfect performance. Although the Lakers were the winners of this game, more importantly, Luka showed a side that is rarely seen in the league. After the game ended, Luka hugged and paid tribute to the players of the Mavericks. Davis was also among them. The two hugged affectionately in front of the camera and whispered a few words to each other. The last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter became an outlet for collective catharsis. When the scoreboard showed 112-97, Luka was substituted off the court and received a standing ovation from the whole audience. The melody of Take Me Home, Country Roads suddenly sounded on the south stand. This is the celebration song that must be played in the locker room after every home victory in the past 5 years.
Life is older than the trees, younger than the...
This was the third encounter between the two teams this season, but it was the first time that Luka returned to Dallas and played as a player of the visiting team after joining the Lakers. In fact, regardless of how the trade of exchanging Luka for Davis was, at the beginning, at least in this game, the Mavericks showed a lot of human touch. They prepared special ways of welcoming and paying tribute to Luka at home. They hung posters in the player tunnel and placed a huge poster of Luka outside the home court for fans to sign. Before the game, when Luka came out for warm-up, all the fans in the stadium stood up and cheered. There burst out deafening applause and cheers. Luka didn't turn down any Mavericks fans who asked for his signature. Starting from outside the court, he fulfilled their requests for signatures, and when the short tribute video to Luka was played on the spot, Luka couldn't hold back his tears either. He buried his face in the towel and kept crying, which made some Mavericks fans on the spot start to cry as well. So much so that some fans shouted loudly, "Fire Harrison!" On the other hand, Davis also shook hands and hugged his former Lakers teammates, like LeBron and others. They briefly reminisced about the old days. The whole game ended. Luka was particularly serious today. He played for 38 minutes and scored 45 points, and made 7 out of 10 three-point shots, far exceeding his usual three-point shooting percentage. In addition, Luka also provided comprehensive statistics of 8 rebounds, 6 assists and 4 steals. He showed all his strength without reservation. LeBron also scored a high 27 points. The two of them accounted for 72 points in total. Thanks to Luka's godlike performance and the cooperation of LeBron and other starting players, the Lakers easily took a victory from Dallas. After the Lakers won this game, they officially secured a top seed in the Western Conference and avoided the play-in tournament. This is a rare opportunity for the current Lakers, especially for LeBron at the end of his career. It is a rare opportunity for rest. During the game, LeBron and Davis were photographed joking and playing around with each other on the court. I believe that Lakers fans, when seeing this scene, can't help but bring back memories of the past, the reunion of former comrades in arms, the longing for old friends. But as a strong competitor on the court, Davis didn't play to his full potential and seemed to hold back somewhat. Just like Luka, he also wanted to win the game. They both wanted to prove their respective strengths. Davis scored 13 points, grabbed 11 rebounds and had 6 assists in this game. It was quite ordinary, since the two players were traded between the teams. The Lakers have been thriving, they have now basically secured the third place in the Western Conference, and Davis has been in and out of the lineup due to injuries, making limited contributions to the team. Currently, the Mavericks are ranked 10th in the Western Conference, and can barely participate in the play-in tournament, but it will be very difficult for them to advance. Of course, this is also due to Kyrie Irving's injury and absence from the games. Just imagine, if the Mavericks had no injuries this season, how high could they have reached? I believe that the fully healthy Mavericks still have the strength to compete for the championship. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it. See you in the next episode.